Hey guys, just a quick, who knows how long this is going to be, update on some things, because it's been a while, and I think I got a comment on, I don't know if it was the channel or one of the videos, I don't remember, but they're like, can you do an update? It's been a while again, and we miss you and stuff, so here I am. Is it focusing on my face and not the steering wheel, or both? Can it do that? Maybe, I don't know. Anywho, update time. So yeah, I did an update at the very end of 2018, and so it's been a month or so since then, and I got some news, some updates on things and plans for the future and stuff now that we know a couple more things than we did back then. So for starters, the coolest thing that I have to announce is the fact that this coming weekend, in fact, if I post this on Monday, then I'll leave it on Friday. So very, very soon, I'll be going to New York for Toy Fair. That is super cool. It's always been a dream of mine to make it to Toy Fair. I just never had the means to, or I guess the outs to, in a way. I got in entirely through this channel. You have to have over 100,000 subscribers. You have to have like a certain amount of videos and stuff like that they look at. As well as kind of, you don't need an associated website, but the fact that you have one definitely helps. And so I went through all that. I went through that process. And I got approved about a week or so ago, week and a half ago. And it was very short notice, but thanks to the fact that my birthday is next month and my family is super awesome, all of them, my mom, my dad, my aunts, kind of all pooled together and made this trip possible as a big birthday present. I am turning 30 in March, so it was a big milestone birthday, so I got to do extra stuff. So yeah, my actual birthday is going to be pretty bleak in terms of gifts, but this more than makes up for everything, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Trekkie-B47, Eric, he's going to be there from Major Command. Hassan from the World of Ha, he's going to be there. And Chris Long from Long's Toys, he can't get into Toy Fair because he doesn't have enough subscribers. So go subscribe to him to make next year a possibility for him. He is not going to be in Toy Fair, like I said, but he is coming up and staying at my hotel for the weekend. So we get to hang out. I haven't seen these guys since MorphiCon last year. So it is a very welcome thing. I'm almost more excited just to hang out with them than actual Toy Fair. Especially because Hasbro just keeps blowing their load before Toy Fair. But I digress. So, yeah, I will be at Toy Fair. I will try to cover. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. I'm flying back home on Monday. I'm coming in Friday, hanging out in New York for a little bit with them. And then Toy Fair on Saturday, Toy Fair on Sunday, and then we're flying home on Monday. So I'll be there for Saturday and Sunday. I'll try to cover as much as I can. If there's any toys or brands that you would like me to cover, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will do my best to get to them. I can't make any promises. Naturally, I'm going to go to the companies that I enjoy the most, so I want to check out like Lego, Hasbro. Obviously, I will be at Hasbro's press presentation on Saturday to check everything out there. So, like Hasbro, Lego, I don't think Bandai's going to be there. Not that they do anything I care about anymore. So maybe Playmates, like Funko, stuff like that. So if there's any brands or toys that you definitely want me to try to cover, and by cover, I just mean kind of film the booth, play with what I can. I don't know if like Eric and Hassan are going to follow me around, or if I'm going to follow them around, or what we're going to do, if we're going to split up. I don't really know yet. So I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to film, like, actually playing with something, if I can even touch it. The reps might only be the ones that be able to touch it. I don't know, so we'll have to see. But again, if there's anything in particular you want me to try to cover, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will do my best to try to accommodate. And I don't know if I'm going to do them in, like, big, long videos, or just, like, videos by company, or what exactly I'm going to plan to do for the weekend. Maybe company spotlights as well as vlogs. So, I don't know yet, but we'll see when we get there. So yeah, that is the most exciting thing that I have to talk about is Toy Fair. So, next time you see me, I'm going to have a lot less hair because I need a haircut bad. Dang. And I'll be in New York. So I will try to post those like the night of, but I, again, make no promises to that. I tried to do that more for con. It didn't always work. But I will try my best, as always. So yeah, in terms of actually coming back to do toy videos, I kind of etched out what it is I want to do in terms of presentation. Again, I really want to try to go for that Lamar Wilson sort of approach in terms of camera position, style, all that kind of stuff. I think it'd be really fun to try. At the same time, I'm a little worried about people not being receptive to the fact that it's not a traditional toy review. In that regard, with like, oh, here's the camera, here's my hands, here's the toy, that kind of thing. So I'm a little worried about that. But again, I'm not making a whole lot of money off of this anymore. I'm making enough off of this channel to maybe buy a handful of the toys that I will use for it, and that's about it. I'm not actually making a substantial living off of this channel anymore. So while the channel will potentially feed itself in terms of toys to revenue, it's not actually helping me live. So again, I'm still kind of in the job hunt. I cooled it back a little bit once I found out I was going to Toy Fair, because I didn't want to have any sort of conflicting things. But after Toy Fair, I'm definitely going to have to jump back in and kind of take what I can get, because I need some monies to live. So we'll see what happens there. But again, like I said, it's not like a situation where I feel the pressure to do well, so to speak, but instead I'm in a position where I feel like I have the liberty to do what I want with it, and that's where I want to be with this. And so I want to experiment. I want to give it a shot to kind of do this new approach, this new thing that I think will be really fun at the end of the day. I could do a kind of fun unboxing kind of review alongside a more traditional review. That's something that I could do as well, but we'll see what happens there. I'm not entirely ready to come back in that regard yet. I don't have a setup properly yet, and there's this huge flux between how long I'm still going to be where I'm living, because expenses got really bad. So I'm kind of in a flux on deciding what I want to do in that regard, because I don't want to get a whole setup and everything and then go, oh, yep, time to move, and everything would just kind of be a waste. So we'll see, and it might just look bad for a little bit. But Ryu Soldier, I definitely want to start with Ryu Soldier. That doesn't come out until March, and the Beast Morpher toys don't come out until at least April. So I feel like I have a little bit of cushion of time. So I will try to be doing a little bit more vlogs in the meantime. But, and when I get like some HLJ boxes, I'll do like unboxing videos and stuff. But in terms of a full relaunch, I don't think that's really going to happen until March with the Ryu Soldier toys. So hopefully I'll kind of know what I'm doing when that rolls around. But yeah, so that was an update about the channel. I will be back in time. But until then, I'll probably just be doing some fun vlogs and stuff like that to kind of fill the void, the Shuki-sized void in your heart. That's a really big void. Wow. All right, so update on Toy Fair, update on the channel. That was most of everything that I wanted to cover. So in the meantime, I just want to kind of reflect on what it is that I'll probably be bringing to the channel once the relaunch happens. Geo's out. So I kind of said that previously in the last vlog, that I had no intentions on doing Geo videos when I do get back into the swing of things, mostly because I never started Geo toys. I feel it's kind of weird to just like haphazardly jump in. Like once I'm started, it's like, oh, here's the Gates Revive watch, yeah, as if I was doing it the entire time. I don't particularly think that's a good thing to do, so I'm not. And then two, I thought about it a lot today in general, and I think I'm going to actually kind of unload a lot of my Geo toys. It took a lot of thought because I love the concept of Geo, and I've said that several times. I like the idea of having a display of all the ride watches, of all the riders, as a nice little send-off to the Heisei era. But when you kind of mentally take a note, when you get a big HLJ box, and you open it up, and it has like 8 retail ride watches for... This was, I think, the end of... I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Much better. So, like I said, I was putting a lot of thought into it. I like the presentation and everything like that. But when you get an HLJ box, you open it up, and there's like 8 retail ride watches. That was just between January and like the first tiny bit of February, and or the tail end of December, actually. All of January and like the first tiny sliver of February. On top of the Beyond Driver, and a Candy Toy set and a Gashapon set, and you just kind of look at it all and go, okay. And then you open it up, and you fiddle with it, and you make the sounds, and then you put it in a bag. Then you don't touch the bag. The bag sits there, occasionally making noise every time you walk past it, because the floorboards move and then hit all the little buttons, and then the buttons hit the other buttons, and then it's just a big bag of... But you instantaneously gravitate toward that repaint of Power of the Prime's Optimal Optimus from the Comic-Con release. I bought the Japanese one because I couldn't afford the Comic-Con one when it came out. So I pre-ordered the Japanese one, which was about the same price. Anyhow, so I gravitated right towards that. I gravitated to the Rider Kicks figures and the Bring Arts of Neku from World Ends With You. I gravitated towards all of that. I'm like, what the frick is a ride watch? And went right for the good stuff. So you make a mental note of that, and then you kind of look back and determine that you're collecting these because you think it's going to be neat at the end. You don't particularly collect these because you have fun with them or you think it's worthwhile. And when I look back at that, I'm not in a place where I can willy-nilly buy things like that. And buying purely for a collection, and a collection that doesn't bring you a whole lot of joy, is not something that you should do when you're in a position like me. And so I kind of decided to stop. I'm not going to do ride watches anymore. I'm going to sell off most of them. So keep an eye on the blog if you're interested. I've got a couple people I want to talk to beforehand that I know are interested. Anything they're not interested in will go up on the blog. But yeah, I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm at the point in my life where I feel like if it's not a toy that brings me joy or that I enjoy playing with every now and then it's not worth me keeping. And so I'm in that phase of collecting, so to speak. So I think they're just out. Transformers bring me joy. Even if it's a bad Transformer, I still pick it up every now and then and fiddle with it. And every time you pick one up after a while, it's kind of like experiencing it for the first time again. And I think that's the kind of magic that I like about toys. Sentai Mech are something that I've always loved, and Ryu Soldiers looks perfect. I love what they're doing with Ryu Soldiers Mecha line. So I'm very much looking forward to that kind of mix and match pieces, armor sort of thing. I think that's super cool. And like the Ryu Souls, it's a collectible gimmick I feel I'm probably going to get burned out on, but Sentai doesn't usually do it as bad as Rider does. And even then, if they're nothing substantial, because honestly, the Ryu Souls in their night mode all kind of look the same, but in their like key kind of mode, they all look a little bit different. But I feel like if they're not substantial in terms of sounds, it's nothing I feel like I'm going to need to go after right away. I dilly-dallied on the Q-Tama a lot and still was able to complete that collection. So I'm not super concerned about like the Candy Toy or Gashapon Ryu Souls. Should they even do that? I don't know what their intentions are with the Ryu Souls. But so I don't feel as bad for that. Plus they're little knights that are neat. I like it. So yeah, like I said, the ride watches are out. I'm going to be selling most of them. I'm going to be keeping any ones that have to do with O's. I'm going to be continuing to buy any ones that have to do with these guys. Basically, O's, Hibiki, and Kiva are kind of on my keep list right now. Kiva, I've kind of got a little bit of a newfound love for, like kind of a regrouped love for, so to speak, because it was my first rider, and I love Kiva for that. I will always love Kiva for that. So I kind of have this newfound sort of desire to keep Kiva things, and I think there's only like one or two little things I might have to backtrack and rebuy that I might have gotten rid of, but like I still have the Gaia memories, I still have the Gashat for Kiva, I still have all that, so that's not going to be a big deal. So I think I'm going to keep all the O stuff, the Hibiki stuff, and the Kiva stuff, and anything that comes out regarding those riders or riders in those series, I'll probably try to hunt down and just kind of minimalize the collection to the riders that I adore. So that's my plan for ride watches. Nothing's going to come to the channel, and not a whole lot's going to stay in my house. So there is that. So again, if you're interested in anything, keep an eye on the blog. Inching towards that 20-minute mark, so I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. As I said, if there's anything you want me to cover at Toy Fair, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to accommodate. Keep an eye on the blog for any ride watches if I sell you might be interested in, or anything else that's on there that you might be interested in. I could always use the extra money, not being in between jobs right now and having a ton of expenses. So anything that you guys have an eye on that would like to get, please just let me know. And Ryu Soldier looks amazing. I completely skated over the Beast Morpher toys, which also look pretty good, all things considered. The figures look great. The transforming Megazord is something I'm going to have to kind of look in hand. But I feel if Hasbro can deliver me a Go Buster O that holds together well and is fun to play with, without feeling like you're going to break it or anything like that, like Go Buster O's with the whole Clip-pocalypse thing, I think I'll be okay. So it looks pretty good. And I love the fact that they kind of incorporated a little gimmick with the Morpher, with the little morph keys that are going to come with all of the toys. So I think that's kind of neat. I'm looking forward to everything. I might do a video later on in the week, maybe right before Toy Fair or during Toy Fair, on what I learn about these toys. So yeah, keep an eye also on my Twitter for a cool website related announcement this week that Power Ranger fans are going to want to look at. I'll say that. So that about does it for this vlog. Let me know what you want me to cover in the comments down below, and as always, I will try to accommodate, but that is it for now. So as always, take care and have a great one.